friends. I thought that as I was leveling up my Greatsword on the Fish Start servers, I could show you some of the little ganks slash fights I've been having along the way. So here are those fights from lowest level to highest level. You'll also notice that my ability to fight with Greatsword gets better and better as I level up. When I started, I didn't really know what I was doing, and I'm just starting to find some cool little combos or tips that are starting to work. But yeah, I definitely need to get into dueling to really get the mechanics of the Greatsword down. One of the annoying things has been a lot of people running away from me when they're flagged up. Like, often I have to spend half my time just chasing people down. I've got a little rule for myself that I have to fight everyone I see. I don't grief people. Once I've fought them once, I tend to leave them alone. But up until that, but when I first see someone, if they're flagged up, I have to fight them no matter. It's actually been really annoying because sometimes I'll be like at the end just about to hand in my PvP quests, and then someone walks out, and then I'm like, oh, I have to fight them, and then if I die, it means that I have to redo the PvP quest. But it is what it is. So here it is. I managed to get the healer, but my health was just so low that I end up getting killed by the bow. This guy was cool though. He was waiting for me to flag up, so at least he was willing to have the fight. So I appreciate that honor that he showed. And then so yeah, we get into a little bit of battle. He's on the bow. I've been sort of changing around my weapons with the Greatsword, so I've been trying it out. So at the moment I was sword and board, but yeah, that Greatsword's got a lot of damage, as you're seeing here. So you're able to put a lot of damage into people quite quickly. So yeah, sometimes people put up pretty cool fights though. Here I am on the sword and board again. This is when I was trying to get faction points. And I'm just trying to let him waste a lot of his cooldowns. I've also run myself out of stamina, which is kind of silly. So he's getting me low. But I'll just pop Roaring Rupture, which basically means that I can't be CC'd. And every time I heavy attack, I'm blocking for most of that time while I charge it up. So I wasn't too worried. And then I drink my potion just to get my health back up a little bit more. And then he gets quite low. And so then he tries to run away, and so I just try to chase after him and get him low. So then we come up with our second engagement. He catches me in the grab well, so I know I've got to try to kill him before the grab well ended, but I actually managed to survive through it, which is kind of cool. So now we're both really low, so I'm chewing through my health pots and my food, as I'm sure they are too. And then they're obviously trying to run for the base, but... So now they've done their rupturing thing, but I don't think that I was caught in it. So it means they're not uninterruptible, so I just plow my damage into him. So it gets pretty close there at the end, but I managed to finish him off. So this is a funny one. I saw this guy as I was trying to quest, and I thought that I'd killed him previously, and like I said earlier in the video, I don't tend to grief people if I've killed them once. So I messaged him saying, I think we're fighting before, so you know, you got no problems with me. And certainly there were times where we were running past each other, so he knew I wasn't out to fight him. But then, when I'd finished the boss and I'm reading a book, him and his friend come and attack me. So I'm trying to just get a bit of distance, just to sort of, like, you know, so I can attack them. I come and I do quite a lot of damage to both of them. But I was a little kind of mentally on the back foot because I just wasn't expecting it, like I was in the middle of reading a book. Not that that's any excuse, but they just put a lot of damage into me together and then killed me. But I'm thinking, this will not stand. And so I go back and hunt them down. So the first time I encounter them, when I head back, is they're together. And you can see they definitely come to attack me. So I'm like, okay, they're still being aggressive. There's my little friend there, so I go after him. But then I realize that this guy's probably the bigger threat, and he's going to come up behind me and attack me again. So I try to focus on him while the other guy runs away. So I finally catch up to him when he's almost made it back to the base. But I managed to get a lot of damage into him and finish him off. And then, shortly after that, I see his friend as well. So the chase continues. This guy wasn't the best geared dude, so he didn't take much to kill him once I started catching him and hitting him. Then I saw them a second time, and I was like, well, you shouldn't have tried to do the dirty on me. so I chased after them again just to sort of really rub that in again. This time they both try to attack me, which is what they should have done the first time. But I get pretty low there, manage to get a potion down, and then I finish him off with my hatchet. And then I know that this guy has got not very good gear, so I'm not too fussed. I just need to land a really big hit into him, like big load of damage, and it'll be over. And so I drop my berserk as he jumps on me, and then I know that I will outlast him. Just trying to get that big damage, and there it is. And then I leave them alone. To be fair, I actually talked to that guy afterwards, and they were super chill, and yeah, he just said, he was going to leave me alone, but then his friend attacked him and he didn't know what to do. But yeah, he was a cool dude, so we kissed and made up, so it was all good. It was all a bit of fun. So yeah, I have this good fight outside Morningdale, I think, and this is where I'm starting to kind of get used to the Greatsword a little bit more. In open world, I'm finding that some of them are kind of ganky, like this one here. I see this guy fighting about 3 mobs. But, you know, my rule is I have to attack, so sometimes I feel like a big bully, just like picking on the poor guy. He gets trapped here, I think, and body blocked. Sometimes I just feel like, yeah, I'm bullying people, which is why I don't tend to attack people twice. I'll just kill them once and then leave them alone if I see them again. But, yeah, it's sometimes it's not a satisfying feeling, especially when they just run away from you, like this person's doing, and you know they don't want to fight, but, you know, maybe don't flag up, although they were doing faction quests, so they kind of had to. But, you know, you got to expect some PvP if you're going to flag up. And, yeah, and like I said, I just do it once. So the method I've picked up for chasing people is you want to let your stam get above, no, not like there, that was terrible. You let your stam get above 60 and then dodge roll, and then as soon as it goes past 60 again, dodge roll again, and you usually catch up to them pretty quickly. And then always get a little bit closer to them than you think you need to be, because if you do that, you'll almost be breathing down their neck before you do your attack, and then generally you'll land it. So that's one of the things I've picked when I'm trying to chase people down. But some people will fight you back, like this Chad here. So that's fun when people fight back. We've both got a Greatsword, so it's good. So here I'm just trying to get some spear attacks off onto them, and I know that I've got that rupture, which I do now. Now I've just got 3 hits because I'm unstunnable, and every time I charge heavy attack, I've got a block. So I really like the skill for just laying in damage, because they'll be attacking you and you won't be taking any damage. So people who say that Greatsword light armor can't be bruisery, you can by using skills like that. You can basically tank a whole bunch of people because you're blocking the whole time when you're charging your attacks while you're in defiant stance, and also you're uninterruptible to CC, so that makes you pretty damn, and of course you're taking 15% reduced damage, so you're pretty damn tanky with the Greatsword when you need to be. So that's what I like about it. It's also got just absolutely insane burst, and it's also really sticky. Like once you get on someone, you can really stay on them. So I'm really liking it. I don't know whether I'm going to head more towards offensive stance or defiant stance, but we'll see. So there I do that rapturing rupture again. So now he can't see me, and every time I charge the heavy attack, I'm basically blocking his attack. So you see how much I was able to whittle his damage down by taking very little on my own, and then I can go into a heavy damage rotation and finish him off. So that's sort of what I've been doing. So this guy starts to attack me while I'm trying to get a quest done, and so it's one of those times where I'm on the back foot. But again, it's the same thing. I just do that rapture and rupture, get damage into him, and then just do my big damage attacks on him. Then he tried it again, second time, same quest. It's like, yeah. But pretty much this time I did the big damage attacks, drop a potion. I'm just laying in my damage into him. He's taking it a lot. Then I do my rapture and rupture just to finish him off, because I know that he won't be doing any damage to me. And obviously, so there you go. And then for the final one, this bow person came up just as I was typing, and I noticed that he attacked me just as he flagged up, which was, you know, kind of a dick move. I usually try to say hello to them so they know I'm about to attack them, but obviously get on them with Greatsword, finish them off. Anyway, hope you enjoyed all these fights, everyone, and I'll hopefully get some more fights to you shortly.